Thank you guys. Hello, everyone. So, I kind of been doing a lot of IG lives with a lot of people. I feel like I haven't had time to just be myself, talk to you guys, have like a real honest conversation. It's 2022. You know, it is what it is. I did say that I was not going to hold back. You know, I think a lot of people really don't know who I am. I think people make a assumption of who I am. It's very difficult. I'm not upset. I'm just sharing thoughts. You know, I feel like I haven't really got a chance to share thoughts or say how I feel. You know, I feel like I kind of been like, you know, not saying nothing, keep it to myself, being very, you know, quiet in a mouse or timid and feeling like I can't really speak my mind. And it's very, how can I say this? It's very upsetting when you feel as though that people think that you're malicious, which is not the case at all when it comes to me. Am I a bitch? Yes. But I have a big heart, and I think that people don't see that. Another thing is that I don't think people understand what it's like to be, which some people do that can relate, what it's like to be a gay black male. Let's just put it like that. I don't think people understand that. At this point, I just feel like you can't sit here and tell me how to be or who I should be when I don't tell you how to live your life or how you should be. I don't know how to even do that. I'll try to do that. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Okay. When you do reality TV and you go into any type of reality TV, being a gay black male and being the only gay black male on a reality TV show, it's completely different. You don't fit in with the boys. You don't fit in with the girls. You're kind of just by yourself. You're in your own lane. The thing about me is that where I come from and how I talk and how I am, which I think a lot of people have got the chance to see my friends, see the people I'm around, how I act. And I think people see, okay, BigD is not what people are saying he is. And this is me talking obviously from my, from my brain, from my heart. So nothing staged. That's why I'm trying to get all my thoughts, because I've been thinking about this for a while. I kind of been suppressing who I am. When I went into the Big Brother house, I went in with no filter. I have no filter. I give zero fucks. I went in knowing that, hey, people are going to love me, people are not going to love me. The thing for me is that when I was in the house, I had no filter. I said what was on my mind. But when I left the house, I felt like I could not speak. Like I felt like I had to be quiet. I had to sit here and put on a smile and take all the jabs and shade that comes from other people because it's like I must. And at this point, I feel like, no, like I'm human just like everybody else. I don't deserve to be picked on or get nasty comments or deal with the trolls or whatever you guys want to call it. I think people have to understand that there's certain people that feel as though things I said maybe triggered them or hurt them. And I apologize if anything I've said triggered or hurt anybody. But some people out here are upset because maybe someone they like, a character, someone on a TV show, anybody, because they did not go far in the game or went home early or something like that, then people want to sit there and pick on you for that. You have to understand you can't pick on someone because of a game. You cannot. It's just not, it's just, it doesn't make sense. Like, you can't sit here and attack someone because your favorite player did not go further in the game. It's a game. Now, we're talking real life here. There's a difference between game and real life. Every single person on that cast has feelings and are humans. If they are a real human, just like I am and you guys are, you have adult conversations. And certain individuals had conversations, just like I have had conversations with other individuals, to make sure that they understand, hey, in that moment, just like we're all human, in that moment, I felt like this about you. In that moment, because I was angry. And you have to also understand that when you're in the house, you're not thinking about a million cameras. You're being yourself, your authentic self. So, if you care about people and you say that you're a human and this is real life, then you have those conversations with those individuals, which is in the privacy of you and that person. It doesn't need to be on camera and a whole sit down and for you guys to know how the conversation went. So, that's one thing. Another thing is that when you sit here and attack someone because your favorite player went out, that's pathetic. Like, grow up. Like, that's not a reason to sit there and keep attacking someone because your favorite player went out in a game. Now, if you want to attack someone because they talk badly about your favorite player, then go ahead and do that. Express that. But you're not that person. But if you were hurt yourself, if you were hurt by something I did, then I apologize for that. Because that was not my intentions for you to be hurt. But that person has their own mouth, or people have their own mouth to speak up. And they have spoke up and conversations have been had. So, I think that if you take the time to really, because we're all on reality TV, sometimes you need to sit down and put yourself in our shoes, just like I put myself in your guys' shoes. Of course, anything I said that hurt somebody never meant to hurt you personally. I don't know what things that I could have said maybe trigger something that happened to you in your life or anything. I don't know. So all I can say is I'm sorry for that. But I'm not sorry for my game moves. I'm not sorry about the manipulating a line or whatever I did to get to the end. I think there needs to be an understanding with that. It's just a little bit weird for me. Hi. Hi.
Sup, friend?
Hi, friend.
How are you?
I'm just, I'm going on my little, not a little rant, but just explaining how people need to understand to separate game and personal, and
Yeah,
also how it is to be a black man, being a gay black man on reality TV, especially when you're kind of, you're really all by yourself,
yeah.
and I think that people have to understand that you can dislike somebody because they didn't do how you wanted them to play the game. So
hmm
I get that. Like, oh, they didn't play the way I don't like that person. That's fine. But when you keep sitting here calling individuals words
hmm
that to other people, it gets to the point where you go, like, what, why do you keep saying, like, why do you keep saying this? Why do you feel that way? So
One thing
all you
I think, like you talked about it earlier, that I think a lot of people don't actually understand is how isolating it feels in that situation to be a gay black man.
Yeah.
And then, we're not given many opportunities in this space in general in
No.
reality TV. And
Yeah.
so we're there to be our best and try our best. And honestly, there's no one there we can relate to
Yeah.
because, I'm sure Big Brother was like it, but on the challenge, right? The
Yeah.
dudes are all working out. I'm not one of the dudes. I'm not going to go like sit there and talk about women with them. I'm not
Yeah.
one of the girls. It's hard to talk to them as well. And then you get out of the experience and then you think that the people who might have your back and want to see you do well on TV,
Hmm.
these are the people that are like being the worst to you online. And it's just, it's strange to me and I don't understand it. And I don't think a lot of people understand the amount of pressure and weight you feel being in those
Yeah.
situations because you really have no support really from anyone other than yourself.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you and I connect so much is because we know what that feels like
Yeah.
and we're honestly just doing our best trying to be ourselves and we're not given the same leeway other people are given, and that's
Yeah.
what I don't truly understand.
Yeah. I think another thing which you said is how we are at home and how we are
Mm-hmm.
with our friends is how if we're close to somebody in the TV show or the challenge or Big Brother, whatever we're in,
Mm-hmm.
if we're close to people, then we talk how we are at home. I
Oh
mean, the
my
whole
gosh,
entire
yes.
fucking half of the fucking cookout when we were talking, we were like nigga this and nigga that. Like we were talking like how we were at home. So for me being a gay male,
Yeah.
I talk how I talk with my friends. Like, oh
Mm-hmm.
bitch, go give me this. Oh, you know what? That bitch was getting on my fucking nerves. That's how we talk.
And the word bitch has a different connotation when you're just being friendly and you're saying it like,
Even friendly, but I will say there were times that I used it in an angry manner, especially when I'm angry at somebody. And I'll be
right.
talking to someone explaining, like, I didn't really like that bitch. Or I'll be outside having a moment. But the thing
Right.
about it is that it was not coming from I talk how I talk, just like if I talked about my friends, and
Mm-hmm.
I can understand other people maybe sitting there going, I don't like that. He's degrading women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's not my case at all. It could have been a man, and I would have
Yeah.
did the same exact thing, just like I called the men in the house bitches. It could have been a man, and I would have did the exact same fucking thing. So the
Yeah.
thing
It's so
about it is
weird
that
because
because
our
we're a
culture,
gay men, we're in the middle lane
we're in the
of
middle. Right.
the middle. So it's like we play on both roles where we can't just sit here because in our community, the gays and the lesbians can sit there and
Yeah.
whatever, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for
Yeah.
you. Or that bitch called me. Like it's not a problem. If I was on Drag Race, it would not be a problem.
No.
But because I'm on a domically heterosexual show, it is
Mm-hmm.
just a problem. Where that's why I think people are like, I've never seen this
Right.
type of gay, or you're just so discriminating to the black gays. You were the black gay we've been waiting for, and you discriminated us. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What?
that
How did
kills
I
me.
discriminate you guys?
Right. It's like, you and I talked about this earlier today, but I'll bring it up
Yeah,
again, is you know, you watch a show and nobody expects the straight white heterosexual woman or the straight white heterosexual man to represent their entire community, because
Yes.
every straight man, every straight woman, they're so different. And
Yeah.
you represent yourself. If people see themselves in you, that is amazing. If they don't, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you are there to be yourself. And us as gay black men, like, I'm not there to represent the entire community. I'm there to represent the
No, I
people who
can't.
see themselves in me. And
Yeah.
if you don't see yourselves in one of us, guess what? That is okay, because you're not
Yeah.
berating people online because this one woman doesn't talk the way you talk.
Right.
It's fine. Like, it's totally fine. And
Yeah.
it's a weird
And I have
pressure.
watched plenty. You have me. You both have watched plenty of shows where you sit there and you go, you know, you see someone and you're like, oh my God, yes,
Mm-hmm.
they're gay. Yes, this is
Yeah,
great. But then you're like, I can't relate. Not my type of gay. But guess what?
but
He's
I
gay,
still
so I'm still
support
gonna.
them.
I'm still gonna right. I'm still gonna
Yes.
support them. I'm still gonna be there for him or
Yeah.
her. They, you know, non-binary, everybody, trans,
Mm-hmm.
everybody. I'm still here for you. You're still a part of my community. Da da da. Like, you're always gonna support. So the thing that kills me the most is that you sit there and you go, when you're getting back. Here's the thing. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna get bashed by women. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Sure, that's fine. But to get bashed by the people in my own community, that is where I draw the line.
It's weird.
It's very weird to me because they should know what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming from the same community. You know how we are. You know how we talk.
You know how we talk, right? Right. When you're saying bitch, you're not doing it in a misogynistic way. You can go to any gay bar in the country, and the way that we speak to
Everybody
each
needs to watch
other.
Drag Race this Friday and
What?
then come back and
Exactly.
talk to me.
Watch Drag Race, right? What's this season? Is this 14? Season 14, 15,
14,
whatever.
go watch Drag Race this Friday, then come
Also,
back and talk to me.
my girl is on there, Cornbread. We're supporting her. I love
Oh,
Cornbread.
okay. So I've been hearing a lot about cornbread, so I'm really excited. I'm very,
Right.
very
Right. But people need to realize that, I don't know. It's like, it's hard to be put under a microscope, especially when our communities aren't really given the same exposure other communities have.
yeah,
And you have to have
yeah,
some grace. People are going to make mistakes, and we're not going to represent every single one of you,
right,
but that
right.
is okay.
And
I
that's
want
just
more of us.
even with me and you, we're two different gays, two
Yeah.
different backgrounds,
Right.
and stuff like that. And that's why I give like that's why I think it's important to continue having all these different type of just
I
like you
want
have all
more.
different type of straight people, have all
Mm-hmm.
different type of gay people
Yes.
in our community because that's important,
Yeah.
showing transgender, non-binary, showing everybody. I think that's important to show everyone across the board
Mm-hmm.
because then you can sit down and say when you're watching this is America. I can
Yes.
see someone can relate.
Yep.
I think it was just hard because people take game moves and
Mm-hmm.
how you're talking about a game to going, this is how they are. They hate these people. When I got like, it just blows my mind. Like, for example, when you're in a situation which you understand because you did the challenge, when you're looking at your numbers and you're looking at the people that you can work with, you're going,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I want to work with this person because this person's strong, or I
Yeah.
want to work with this person because this person's weak, or I want to work with this person because I know they're going to have my back, or
Mm-hmm.
I want to work with all the guys because all the guys are winning, or I want to work with the girls because all the girls are winning.
Yeah.
The thing that kills me the most is that you're in a game, like a game where you sit there and you're like,
You're trying to win.
like you got to win.
Yeah.
So right now, when you're looking at your odds, you're kind of going, damn, all the dudes are winning right now.
Yeah.
So what would you do in that situation? Would you just sit there and be like, all right, I'm going to work with the women?
You align with the winners because you want to win.
You align with the winner. Right.
Yeah.
So you align with the winners. And then here's the crazy part. Because I'm the type of person, like I said, the street in me at times,
Mm-hmm.
all the winners were the men. So I aligned myself with the men. But when the
Mm-hmm.
girls started winning, did I sit there and be a flip-flopper and go, No, let me start working with the girls. No, I stuck with the ship. If the ship was going down, I was going down with it.
Right.
So it's like once you make your bed, you lay in it. And that
Right.
was the bed that I laid in because I was like, you guys are winning. I need y'all guys to work together so we can get
And that's
to
the realest thing you could have
the
done.
end. And it
If
was,
you
and
did
also
anything
I'm thinking
else,
in
it
my
was
head
fake.
was the crazy part is that there were so many women in jury that I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, which is realistic, talking game wise.
Yeah.
You know, Big Brother doesn't have a lot of women winners. If there's a woman at the end, even myself, I would vote for the woman. That's what's going through my head, just like any other
Mm-hmm.
normal human being. If they're going into this type of environment, this type of household, and this type
Mm-hmm.
of where you're at, you would think the same thing. Just like in the challenge, if all the vets, are winning, I'm gonna try to line with the
You're gonna
vets.
try to line with
But
the
guess
bets,
what?
right?
If the vets are sitting there, have to make the decision at the end, you gonna sit next to a vet or you gonna sit next to a rookie?
I'll sit next to a rookie.
Okay, so that's
Right.
that. That's what.
It's who
That's
you
what.
can win against.
Correct. And I
It's what.
think
Yeah.
that's what blows my mind. So when I every day, here's my thing. I'm already know that I'm gonna get dragged by certain people because
Yeah.
I get it. It wasn't. That's what I said. I don't know what personally I said to trigger someone, and maybe they had something that happened to them in their life, and I
Mm-hmm.
apologize for that because I never want that. But the fact that someone can sit there and in our community
Mm-hmm.
come for me, my gig, even you also. I'm
Babes,
not
you don't
about
want to
it. I'm
see
not
my
doing it.
fucking my DMs and my mentions. People, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go on a tangent real quick.
Yeah.
The thing that makes me the most upset about kind of all of this is that we are held to a different standard. Like, if I ever feel like I want to have an opinion about, like, first off, I'm 31 years old. I was on the challenge for 3 months out of my life. I've had a whole life before this show. And if I
Yeah.
never go back to it, guess what? I'm still myself. I'm Corey Lay. And I was
Yeah.
chosen to be on the challenge because I am Corey Lay. So everything
Right.
you see is me.
Right.
But the thing that gets me so just annoyed at times is it seems like everyone else is allowed to have an opinion about things. But if I have an opinion about things, it is I'm desperate for a callback. I want attention. Newsflash, every single person who goes on reality TV wants attention. So whoever you're standing, they're not any better than me because we all want to be on TV. Like
Yeah.
it's just that just goes with it. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be on TV.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just like
And you can only
I'm
do
a
the thing if you look at all the competition shows, you can only do Big Brother once, maybe
maybe
twice,
twice, right?
maybe three
Survivor,
times.
maybe
I don't even
twice.
know because everything is like all new
Yeah,
now. You
right,
might be able to go do Amazing Race. You might be able to go do Survivor. The
right,
challenge is the only thing that's running for a very long time that can give you a career being a reality star coming
right.
off these other shows. So I don't think that people working towards those goals to be on the challenge or to communicate or like I said, I don't do fake beef, which
I
I
don't
don't do that.
same. I don't do
Right,
fake
I don't do
beef
fake beef.
either.
I
But
ain't got time for that. I come from the hood. I ain't doing no fake beef. The thing about it is that you're gonna want to sit here and communicate, and because it's like trying to get a job,
yeah,
you got to sit here and be like, "Oh, I love it. I would love to go on the challenge." You got, "Oh, you're in the challenge too. Let me communicate." It's just like trying to get a job. What do you do when you try to get a job? Hey, oh, you work down at the store? Oh my
yeah.
God. Oh, could you put a good word in for me? It's just like trying to get a job. So when people sit
Literally
there and
everyone
say
wants
you're
to be on the challenge.
thirsty,
Yeah.
and
Like,
and the thing about it is that me and you have a genuine friendship. So it's
yes.
not like I'm making friends with Corey because of the fact that I know he was on a challenge that's going to help me get through. Baby, we already know that's not the case at
We
all.
relate as gay black men who have like
Yeah.
I love Courtney from The Circle. I love Ricard from Survivor. Like I reach
I
out
love
to
Bryce.
right
Yeah.
other people. Yeah, I love Bryce as well. When I met him, I love meeting
Yeah.
queer men of color who've
Yeah.
had shared experiences because we're the only ones that can kind of understand that weird little bubble. and
Yeah.
I'm gonna support you guys no matter what. And it's so genuine and so real. Like your birthday party was amazing. Like thank you for inviting me. That was the best weekend I've had in a while.
Oh my God, I had a fucking ball. I'm so glad that
Yeah,
everybody came and everyone
yeah,
had a good time. I just my thing is that I just feel like I've been so quiet.
yeah.
You know, like
You feel like you have to be because if you
right.
say
I feel like I have to
anything,
be. Like I feel
yeah,
like I'm kind of like, when you get out the Big Brother house, it's like I feel like I've been having a PR manager from
hmm.
every
See, at least
everybody.
I got to watch my show, right? Yours was happening in real time, so you had no idea
Yeah,
exactly what people were seeing of you. Like I at least knew everything, so it
yeah.
is such a different experience between the two shows.
It definitely is, and like I said, I'm very thankful for the opportunity. I'm very
Yeah,
glad that I met the people that I met, and like I
yeah,
said, I'm I'm friends with them for a very long lifetime. But they also, everyone knows that I say what I want on my mind,
hmm,
and it is what it is. And then on top of that, some of the things that I said weren't people. I think everyone missed it, but I thought I got the Joker edit because, like I said, my game plan was sleeping and joking. So I would
right.
have thought people would understand when half of the time I'm talking on live that is a joke.
Yeah,
Like it just some of the things, and then I feel like people hold you to like this microscope. Like if you're
yeah.
not this, and this, if you step out of that line, you're a problem. You're an issue. You're a misogynist. You're this. You're that. Like, and I'm just like,
Look,
no.
if these straight white people are allowed to say what they want to, my gay black ass is going to as well. And you're just going to have
Of
to deal with
course.
it. That's my response. It's like, I
Of
can
course.
sit there and watch people pop off that are on my
Yeah.
show. I can watch them pop off, bully people for months, say whatever the fuck they want to say. And then the second I have something to say, it's a problem. It's like, that's not, I don't do well with bullying. As a gay black man, I've
No.
dealt with a lot in my life. And so when I see things like that going on, I am going to speak on it. And just because it's against your favorite, it doesn't mean that your favorite is a fucking good person.
Yeah.
Like that is
Yeah.
all I have to say about it. Is like
Yeah.
if you had to deal with some of these people in real life instead of watching them on TV, you would probably hate them and dislike them as well. Like
Yeah.
it's just, and people need to just understand we are real people. We actually talk to each other outside of social media too. Like I fucking
We
FaceTime you,
do.
we text. Even with my show, I talk to so many
Yeah,
people,
we all
and it's
do.
like
We all
we're all
do.
friends with each other. We're
We
all
all do.
friends.
We all do. And if there's something even to the point that what people don't know is that when someone does bother me for my cast, I text them and call them
Right.
out on it. But I don't
Yeah.
make a big announcement about it. Even though I want like giving you guys
The
the messy
messiness
tea,
in
I
you.
want to. Like, girl, let's get some tea and let me tell you what I just text someone. But no, but because I'm human and I respect people's feelings
Of
or what they're
course.
going through, I get that. I just feel like I kind of been suppressed where
Mm-hmm.
if I say something, like it was like when I came out the house, it's like, don't say nothing, just be apologetic to everything and
Yeah.
don't say nothing. Which I understand where I needed to
Yeah.
apologize at. And I understand if people were hurt, if I triggered them for something that's happened to them, or I don't know what situation they're in. So I'm like,
You're
hey,
right.
I'm sorry if me, calling so-and-so a bitch, triggers something that you might be going through or a circumstance. I don't know your story, so I'm
Right.
sorry for that.
Yeah.
But
You know,
how I felt about somebody in that moment because they were getting on my nerves or I felt like they were rude or their tone was nasty and they were being that, I said what I said because that's how I felt in that moment. But that
yeah.
doesn't mean I'm coming out the house being like, I could never deal with that person again. It was how I felt in that moment. Just like if I was like, Corey, bitch, you're getting on my nerves. Just like at times when fucking, X was getting on my nerves, I'd be like, you bald head bitch, you're getting on my fucking nerves. Fuck
Right.
X and that bald head bitch. Like just the way I am. But the thing about
Yeah.
it is that when you get outside the house, it was not coming from a malicious
Yeah.
angry place. You get
Yeah.
angry. Everyone's human. People are going to say things that they get angry. But it was
Yeah.
just one of those things where you sit there and you go, hey, I want us to work on our relationship. This is why I said what I said.
Yeah.
okay, let's talk it out like adults. Because this is real life. This is not a game. This is not a reality show. We need to talk face to face if we're trying
Right.
to be friends or if
Right.
you want to move forward and things like that. And we can learn from each other. Some things just kill me. And I just feel like I just been kind of like going with the motion. Like since I've got out the house, I feel like I've been just going
Yeah.
with the motion. It's just like, I'm here. Hello. Hi,
It's hard
everybody.
to find your voice when every time you have something to say, it like gets stifled. And so I had that in the beginning where it's like, I'm just not going to make any waves. I'm going to try to just, whatever happened on the challenge happened, and I'm just going to
Yeah.
like whatever. But like, you get to a point where you realize you're not being your authentic true self because you're afraid of what people might say, and that's just nobody should live that way. And it's I don't know. You like I challenge you, Derek, to just don't let it like hold you back.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
You are
really,
you, and that's a blessing. Who you are is
yeah.
important.
I'm
What
gonna
you have to
try
say is
for it.
important.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I just kind of just stay in my own bubble, which my friends have noticed too. They're
Right.
just like, they know I'm not the same. I'm just
Yeah.
very like, I just feel very just, okay, let me not say nothing because number one, if I say something, I'm automatically getting attacked by so many people. And it's just
Right.
like even if I joke, it's a problem.
I
Uh,
joked. I called you Storm this morning, right? And then I had all these people in my DMs on Twitter saying like, "How dare you compare him to Storm? Like Storm's not even
yes.
a real. She's not even a
Don't
real
say,
person."
there's no use of my Twitter. There's no use. Like,
Like what?
I have never seen anything like it. I've
My
never seen,
sense of humor is so like I think the thing people don't really understand with me either is that I don't take things that seriously. If
yeah,
I troll my friends, if I want to put a picture of you and say Storm is shaking, that's how I would talk to my best
yeah,
friends in real life. And I just don't understand why people take such a little thing and then just turn it into something crazy because
yeah,
it just makes me think like, what are these people's home lives like? Why are they
yeah,
so unhappy? Why are they so unhappy? I am
yeah.
the happiest person in the world. I want people to be happy and have fun and
Baby,
be
we get.
silly.
I know you're very happy, and that's how these fans are. I mean,
I
it's to the point that like you could sit there and be like, "Hey, prime example, you know, two of us decided, which we talked about this a while back. Two of us decided
mm-hmm.
that we were gonna host something for Celebrity Big Brother, and
Yeah.
now it's me copying or trying to one up, and I'm getting dragged for that, and I'm just like." I just feel like I just feel like I can't do nothing. And the thing
Sometimes
about it
you
is that I'm
just want
not
to
trying.
do something because you want to do it. It's not like they think
No,
everything we do is so
it's
calculated.
like if one person does it, no one else can ever do it. It's like if you eat chocolate ice cream and then I try to eat chocolate ice cream. Oh no, you are just a copycat. You are horrible.
Oh my
You
god.
are taking everything from Corey. He's the one who eat ice cream, not you. And it's just
Yes.
like,
It's
guys,
like
what
what?
the fuck?
What is going on?
I don't know, but
The
I just
crazy
haven't.
thing.
I feel like in order for me to continue on my path of like
Yeah.
being who I am, I was like, I'm gonna get on live. I'm gonna turn off the comments. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna answer anybody, and I'm just gonna speak. And at least I got a chance to speak to a good sis that I feel like understands that I can be like, okay,
Yeah.
we understand each other because sometimes I understand people like, I get you, Big D. I understand what you're going through. And you talk to other
Mm-hmm.
cast members are like, I get it, but I don't think people really get it because
Yeah.
there was times I had to explain how gay men talk in the gay community when I was in the house.
Yeah.
And I think unless you're a gay man, you're not going to really get it. Just like I don't know
You're
what it's
not.
like to be anybody else except
Yeah. Yeah.
a gay black man and
Right.
being like that and being in a gay community with,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of people. So it's like, for me, it's like, I don't, I'll take the hate that people want to get because everybody's always going to get hate. But when it
Yeah.
comes from the gay community,
Yeah.
no, sus. Like
That's what. Yeah.
girl, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Like,
Like
I
don't
think
don't
people need to
attack
sit
your
down and watch
fucking
Drag Race.
brothers and sisters. Like don't attack us. We're
Never, never. That we
yeah.
already have enough that we're already against. We should never. And I
You and I are
understand.
trying to get more of us out there. We want more gay representation, more queer representation. So, if
Yes.
anything, we're going to help pioneer that. And you know what? I would love it if a gay guy got on the challenge that is way different than me. Maybe he's more masculine. Maybe he's way more feminine. Maybe he's taller than me. Short,
Right.
like
Maybe he's fat.
whatever. Maybe he's fat. Maybe he's a I don't know. Maybe he's a conservative. Like I don't give a fuck. I just want
Yeah.
more of us because we are not one thing
Yes.
and we have to support each other. I support, and I feel bad in my season, right? I went against Huey, the only other
Yeah.
gay man there, and I instantly felt regret because to me, it's such a big part of me to support my community, especially, where Huey's from. He's a
Oh,
traveler from Ireland. He's fighting for visibility in his own community as well. And for
yeah.
me to potentially take that away, like, I am 100% glad I lost to him because
Yeah.
it taught me a lesson that some things are bigger than the game. And that is bigger than the game for me because
Yeah.
I care so much. And, like, I'm never going to do that again. I'm always going to support and uplift other queer men as
Absolutely. But
much
can
as
I
I
tell you
can.
something about that? You corrected that. You corrected that with him, and you probably
Yeah.
talked to him offline, which is
Yeah, we
your
did.
business,
Yeah.
right? Which is your business.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that you corrected that, and then like for me, being a gay man, seeing that and knowing you guys are able to correct that,
Mm-hmm.
I I'm not holding you to a flame of fire and being like
Right.
every day reminding you what you did. Like we
It
corrected
was
it
like
so we
that
can
for a
move
little while,
forward. People
though.
always want to say they want to move forward, and
Yeah.
it's 2022 and it's a new year, but people
Yeah.
don't. Like a
They
lot of
don't.
these fans want to keep reminding you every single time. Do
Of
you
shit
remember when
that
you called
happened
so and so
6
a
months
bitch?
ago.
Yes, I said it, and that's how I felt in that moment. But that's not what I feel. Obviously, when the show was over and it's real
Yeah.
life,
And we're
it's
all
not a
friends with
game.
all of
It's
our
not
castmates.
entertainment.
Yeah. Like, I don't. It's, we're all friends with all of our castmates. And, like, if they had a problem with us, they would say it. They don't need
Yeah.
you to say it on our DMs and our mentions all the time. But anyway, I'm glad that we were able to get together and
Yes.
chat because we got to do this more. I feel like we should get stuff with other queer men from
Yes, we should.
shows. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. And I think that I haven't had an opportunity because, which I feel better now because
yeah,
I feel like I've just been kind of just suppressing as of
yeah,
like, you know, expressing my emotions or saying how I feel because when I got picked to be on the show, I even was like, "Hey, should I like not be myself?" And they were like,
yeah.
"No, we
Oh
picked
my
you for
god,
yourself. We liked that you unfiltered." Da da
yeah.
da. I was calling people in production, bitch.
Right. I'm gonna
The
tell you a
fuck?
story. I'm gonna tell you a story about the challenge that I think,
Yeah,
like, and I haven't talked about this, but so I was chosen, obviously, it's just like you, and
mm,
going into it, I was like, what are people gonna make of me? Because it had been, I think, since World of Worlds 2, since a gay man was on the show.
yeah,
It was Sean Lineker. He went home first, like gay men typically do on the challenge. They
yeah.
always get sent home first. And so my biggest fear was, are people gonna welcome me? Am I gonna feel like I belong in this environment because it's just a bunch of straight people?
Yeah.
And one of the very first nights there, so there was this person on the show that got kicked off. She said to me, Corey, don't make being gayness who you are and what your story is. And I was like,
Mm,
it has been 4 seasons or 5 seasons since the gay man's even been on the show. And the last one that was on it went home first. And you're telling me the most important thing that I want to promote is the equality of gay men. You're telling me to suppress that in me. I broke down and I
mm,
felt like quitting the show because my biggest fear of not being accepted was right there in my face. And
mm.
who actually fucking saved me and consoled me? It was Anissa. because she has been a pioneer
Yeah, she's been
as
pioneer for
a
years.
queer person of color 10,
Yes.
15 years ago. And she said, Corey, I understand what this means to you and why it hurts you that this person said this, and I want you to know that you are valid, you belong here, and I see you. And that fucking changed everything for me because,
Good.
and I want everybody else, gay men, queer
Yeah.
women, anyone, whoever ends up on the challenge, I want them to feel supported as well. And that's like the one thing that I want to do, even
Well,
outside of
that's
the
what we need to
challenge in real
continue.
life.
I think that's important,
Yeah,
Corey.
yeah,
I'm
it
and I'm
is.
I think that's important. That's why they need you
Yeah,
back for the challenge, and they need to bring on more different, all different type of people, all
all
different
different
backgrounds,
types.
genders,
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah.
Like every single person should get an opportunity to go in there, and more than one time. It shouldn't be a one-time wonder because, like
Mm-hmm.
I said, if I went on the challenge, I would pray that you're there so I can have
So you
someone where
have
I can
someone.
relate, right?
Yes.
Someone I can relate with and be
Yeah.
able to feel comfortable and kiki and have a good time. I wish I tell you the truth. If there was another if there was another gay man in the Big Brother house,
Yeah.
do, do you know how fast I would have been like, fuck everybody. This is who I'm.
Ah!
I don't
I
care if he
know.
was losing. I don't care if he was losing. I don't care if he was losing. I would have been like, it's
Yeah.
me and you. But the thing about it is just I just sometimes just feel like I feel better today, which I know people are not gonna like this lie. People are not gonna like what I said or whatever. But
No, the people aren't going
I
to be
don't.
happy.
I have learned that I needed to be able to speak up
Yeah.
and just like not look at the comments, not worry about what people are saying.
It's
Like
hard
just
not to though. Like
oh,
you and I.
I hit everything on this, so I
Yeah.
could just
Yeah. Yeah, on
talk
this
freely.
specifically, but there's going to be people like for me it's because I am such like I'm such an outspoken person, and I don't deal well with disrespect. It is so hard for me to ignore comments on things like on Twitter and
Oh, of
yada
course,
yada yada. Like I need to do better at that. I need to not
yeah,
feed the flame because,
yeah,
but it's hard not to because I feel like if I don't stand up for like who I am and what I represent or whatever, that no one's going to do it because I had no one when I was 14 years old when I was watching TV who looked like
yeah.
me, and
True.
there was
I
there
really
was
only had
no one.
Anissa to be honest when I watched the
Yeah,
challenge. I
right,
only
and
had
even then,
Anissa and
she's a woman.
Tyler did it. Tyler did it for a second, but I feel like Tyler wasn't really like Tyler on All Stars. I love.
Yeah,
I wish I saw more of that Tyler on the regular season. Who
right.
else do we have?
I mean, so Karamo did one season. We had
Karamo did
Preston.
one season. He was one and done, which that's
Yeah,
another person we should try to talk to soon. I
yeah.
did talk to Karamo on um
We talked on Twitter before this
yes, on
season,
Twitter.
so
And I
yeah,
love that he just automatically arms wide open, embrace,
yeah,
and that's what I was expecting from the rest of us. And I feel like
yeah,
not getting that. And on top of that, when I get attacked from our own people, I'm like, what the
yeah.
fuck? Um
I would love to
and
actually talk to Karamo on one of these about it because I mean, out of anyone,
yeah.
him, Preston, those would be like the pioneers.
Who's on All Stars right now? That's also gay.
So Derek was on there, Tyler was on there, and Ryan Kehoe.
No, what's his name not gay? Tech?
Oh no, Tech is straight.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah. No, so there were three, and I believe they all went home in the first like four episodes because, like always, like I'm not saying anyone does this on purpose, and it's not a conscious thing. But gay men, queer men, always end up going home first on the challenge.
Or they see us
Be-
as the weak ones, and that's why I'm just like,
you know
I
what I
don't know.
think it
I
is
don't know what they
actually.
would do if we were in the house together. Because I would be. They better pray there's nothing physical. Because if there's anything physical, I'm literally gonna fucking body somebody so hard. They're gonna wish that
Oh
they would
my
pick
god.
somebody else to go in this damn pit with.
If
But
I had someone to kiki with, like I love Huey. I love him a lot, but we don't vibe the same way you and I vibe.
yeah,
And if there was someone I could kiki there with another gay man who understood me, it would have changed everything for me because I did not
Yeah.
feel like I belonged. I had no one to talk to the whole
No, I
time.
get that.
I was watching straight people hook up for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do? I have no one to hook up with. I have no one to
Yeah.
cuddle with. I have nobody
I
gives
was
me massages when I'm sitting on the couch. So it's just
yeah.
like it was so hard. You have
I was
no like
it's
you
very
know what yeah.
difficult. I
Yeah.
related. I didn't. Same here. I ain't have nobody, and I related. Thank, like I said, thank God for X, because X was just good all around. Because he was
Yeah.
able, he would listen to me talk about everything, and he was there to
Yeah.
kiki and keep me company and stuff like that. And Ozzy
Yeah.
too. So I had both of them, which was good because we talked about everything. But the thing
Yeah.
about it is that I just my worst fear is because you know number one, which I understand TV has changed. And it's
Uh-huh.
changing now. I'm worried because I'm black,
Yeah.
because I'm gay, and I'm also the big man, that I'm not going to get the opportunity to go back on TV because I
Mm.
don't have that physical frame that
Yeah.
everyone else has. That's my
Yeah.
worst fear. And I'm praying that TV, now this, like, I feel like we've had big people in the past, like once in a decade on these shows. I'm
Yeah.
praying that we will continue that moving forward. And I'm praying that
Yeah.
I will still get that opportunity to go back. Sometimes I sit
Right.
there and go, I'm not going to be back on TV because I don't
Yeah.
have the figure. I don't have the look that they're looking for.
Yeah.
Like I'm worried. I'm a little. That's what I'm. That's another thing I'm concerned about because for me, it make me feel like we're going back in time instead
Yeah.
of moving forward.
Well, we saw it with The Bachelor, right? The Bachelor had some black leads, right? And then this last season, The Bachelorette had like four black men in the final. That's never happened before. And it was a black woman, it was The
Yeah.
Bachelorette. And then the next season of The Bachelor, they chose a white guy. Not, but they usually choose one of the people who made it to the end, or
Yeah.
somebody who's really popular. And like The Bachelor is just like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. And like
I'm
that's
good.
my fear as well. It's like are you want to make a movement to like, okay, we're diversity, blah blah blah, we're getting
Yeah.
these people, but how long is that going to last? How long is that going to be trendy and cool before we go back to it's going to be what it used to be? Like,
Right.
I hope the
I would love
future
if they gave
of
us. I would love if they gave, especially someone like me, if they
yeah
gave me a fucking dating show. Why not?
oh my so
That
you
would
deserve
change
love,
everything.
right?
That would change. That would be a game changer. The network that
Yes.
has the balls to give the big guy the dating show with the
Yes.
gay man.
Yeah.
That's when you really change the game. But they ain't gonna
Yeah.
do that. You gotta have the physique, the six pack, and nothing against people that look like that because good for them. I'm just saying
Yeah,
it's
they work
they,
hard, right?
they work hard
It's
and congratulations and give them props. I work hard too. But the thing about it is
yeah.
that it's the same. It's like the same. It's the same thing. I should be on the same pedestal as the person
Hmm.
over here with the six pack.
Exactly.
Why?
Right.
Why am I? Why am I getting different treatment? That's what I'm
I
getting
could
at.
I
Like,
could name a number of white gay men that are mediocre who just because they're white gay men and they have chiseled abs and they're buff that they've had so many opportunities, and it's not fair. I come from a dating show, right? And on my dating show that I was on my season, I don't feel like a single person there was even into black men, to be honest. And
yeah.
then there was season 2 of my show happened, and guess what? There was a gay black lead on it, and guess what? None of the men that they brought were into black men because I don't think they asked. And so this dude went through hell. He was on, like, he actually left the season early because he wasn't making a connection because everyone that he
Oh
met was
wow.
like, oh, you're not my type. Like, how the fuck are you going to choose a black man, a gay black man, to be like the lead
Yeah.
of the show? And then you're not going to actually cast people that are attracted to black. Like, that's the world we live in, right? Like, they give
Well,
you an
that's every.
opportunity,
That's
but they
every.
don't actually give you the same, like,
Well,
it's
just
just
like
weird.
black men. I mean, black men do the same thing. Black men be like, I'm only into light skinned girls, or I'm
Right,
into
right,
girls that
yeah.
have straight hair.
Colorism is fucking colorism is ruining everything. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I never will.
Yeah.
And I think these shows, like, I would love you to have a fucking dating show for you, and then bring men that are specifically looking for a man like you.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
show the world that you are deserving of love just like everyone else.
Yeah.
Have the love. That's what I wanted to do on my first dating shows. I want to show the world that gay black men can find love and can have a fairy tale
Absolutely, because
ending.
we have a tough time.
We have a tough time. We're not shown
Woo!
in media. We're not shown in media having that same
We're not.
story.
We're
We're not.
not.
We're not.
When you see like because took a while. When you see the
Mm-hmm.
like the husband picking out the ring for his husband, it's a white man and a white man. Only
Right.
you always see a white man and a white man. And the thing about
Yeah.
it is that like I just watched Amazing Race tonight, and I think you should
Mm-hmm.
watch it. There's actually two gay men that's on
Yes.
the show that are married, and I don't give a. I am all about it. I don't give a fuck. I'm like they could do
I saw the
all wrong.
cast photo. Yes, I love
Yes,
them.
and I'm all about it. And the thing
Yeah.
about it is that when you do these dating shows, you should sit there and ask somebody, "What do you like?" Like for me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to all. Whatever you want to give me, sure,
Yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah.
Do I normally go for the bears? Absolutely. I'm a bear. That's just what I like. That's my type.
Yeah.
But
Right.
if you gave me different flavors of a bear, okay, and you put us on the show and I gotta find love and all these type of
Yeah.
things, you never know what can happen.
Right.
But because we don't show more black gay men and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, just like people that are I know some black men that have a relationship with a white man and they get put down because they're dating a white man.
Yeah.
And stuff like that kind of just like blows my mind because I believe that people can date whatever they want. If they find someone they love, they find someone they love. But it's just crazy to me how we beat each other up in our own community.
Yeah.
And then we also don't get the opportunity to show more of us. And
Yeah.
then it's just like,
I think the whole point of this is that we just need more of us everywhere, and we need these like casting companies and these networks to be brave and do something different. Like,
yeah,
I there's room for all of us. We're all deserving of love, and
yeah,
I want to see some dating shows with like I want a big black man there. I want
yeah.
non-binary people. I want trans people.
Yes,
I want
yes.
an actual like Are You the One had an all queer season, which was amazing. I didn't watch it, but I love that idea. But unfortunately, that was the last season of Are You the One. It was the all queer ones. I don't know if it didn't do well or whatever, but that to me is
Yeah.
like
I don't,
pushing boundaries is what reality TV is about. Pushing
what you,
boundaries is what they did in
how,
the beginning.
I don't know how I feel about Are You the One. I would do it. I know you would do it, but I just don't really. I think they could do better than that. I think it should just be
Yeah.
I think it should be laid out differently, and we could do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I just I because
just
I'm
like I think that
selfish.
me and you should get picked for X on the Beach if they ever come back out with that. I don't see why not. But here's the problem, because I feel like TV networks are scared to put more than one gay black man on the show.
Yes, they are.
And that bothers the fuck out of me because you have
Yeah.
not, like, you'll put multiple black men, multiple
Yeah.
black women, multiple
Right.
white men, multiple white women.
Yeah.
You'll put two bisexual women,
Women. Right. Women.
women. You won't put a man, two bisexual women, and then you'll say one gay man. That's it. You haven't even gave us you haven't gave us someone who's transgender or someone else that's not. But you just one gay man.
Right.
To me,
That's
it's
it.
like, why not? You haven't even given it a chance to even see what happens. Maybe the
Right.
tables will turn. Maybe we run in the fucking show. What up,
So
bitches?
did you watch the season finale or the final for the challenge for the season?
I did.
When Nani and Casey had to go against each other?
Yeah.
It was fucking heartbreaking, and it's a moment in the 37 seasons of the challenge that has never happened before. From what I know of, is two women going against each other. If they allowed more queer men and more queer women to go together, there'd be more moments like that have never been done on TV, and that would be amazing. We never.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think you put like four of us in a house. There's probably going to be an orgy of some kind. And that's never been on fucking the TV either. Like, come on now. Like,
I just want more. And with it being 2022, if I have to fucking kick down these networks' doors, I
Yeah.
will do it. Because I believe that people that look like me deserve to be on
Hmm.
TV. Plus,
Yes,
I
they
believe
do.
that myself belong on TV to
Yeah.
continue doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Um, but it's going to be a fight.
It's gonna
And
be a fight.
just got to see how it turns out. But I think that we should continue these conversations.
Yeah.
Try to get more of our allies and people in our community involved and stuff like that. I think that
Right.
would be
Let's do one of these like next week and get someone
yeah,
else to join. Like, one of our, whether it's Bryce or Courtney, Ricard, like somebody. Like,
yeah,
let's go back and let's talk about it because I want to understand like what's the circle like being a gay black man, or what was
yeah. I
Survivor?
don't know what it
What
was
was
like.
Survivor like? What was
Yeah,
Survivor like for Ricard? I have no idea. All I know is people give him shit all the time on Twitter, just like they do to us, and I'm like, Ricard didn't even do anything. Y'all are just dramatic and you are so hateful towards us for no reason. I just don't
right.
get it. And
And this is
Ricard's the
not a.
sweetest
This is
guy.
not a. I don't want people to think that like this is like we're building a group to go against everybody else. That's not the case. We're just speaking our minds just like everybody else because
Yes.
for years we have been suppressed, but
Yes.
so many times we've sat here and just been like, I'm here. Let me do my role. Let me do my job, and then that's it. And it's just
Yeah.
like, come on now. So,
They got two of the most outspoken bitches between me and you. So like, we're never gonna shut up.
and you know the fuck I don't. You know
Right.
I don't. This was probably what when I left the Big Brother house, I felt like myself.
Yeah.
And then mid-October hit, and then I was kind of like, things that I would see from other cast members, I'd be like, oh no, fuck that. I'm gonna get them together. No, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no, no. Big D, be quiet. Shh. Just let it go. You don't want that. You're dealing with the comments of this. And
Yeah.
okay, or I'll let them throw shade at me. Or I'll let them do this or stuff like that. And then it's just like, so I'm dealing with the shade of people, and then I'm dealing with the trolls, and then I'm just feeling like I can't be myself or I can't speak,
Yeah.
or when I do speak, it's this, or where's the growth? Where has he grown at? I haven't seen how he grows.
Oh, I saw that comment today. Somebody said that to you, didn't they?
Yes, and I'm just like, baby, the growth is when I got out the fucking house, I
Yeah.
made sure to sit there and have a face-to-face conversation with someone
Yeah.
that I said, hey, I care about you, but we need to talk. This is why I said this, da da da, and had a tough conversation with someone where we cried, we yelled,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Same thing with
Mm-hmm.
another person.
Mm-hmm.
That's growth. That's showing you that obviously, hey, it wasn't personal. It's just a game.
Yeah.
Also, hey, I was angry in that moment. That's how I felt in that moment, but that's not how I feel about you in real life. Also,
Mm-hmm.
it's fucking TV. So last time I checked, I think the season would have been boring if certain people weren't there. And
Yep.
I'm just saying, like, what do you, what, like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So now,
Yeah.
what do you mean by growth? Growth is me going, hey guys, doing the BBC, talking about positive things, talking about fitness, talking about things I want to do, helping,
Right. You're doing so much.
single
You're
black
building.
mothers, helping
Yeah.
helping people in my own community, trying to do stuff that's positive, trying to also make sure I give all the fans attention. Growth, sitting here sending out positive things, and then you sit there and when you try to send out positive things, you get the where's the growth? You're a misogynist, you're this, you're a
Yeah.
flop, you're delusional, you're that, you didn't do shit. Fuck his gameplay. All he did was sleep. And you're just like,
And all the thing that kills me is the people talking about growth are the ones calling you things in your comments on Twitter from an anonymous account. What do you mean growth? You're the most immature person.
yes,
You know,
yes,
the funny thing is like no one on my show ever says anything bad about me. You know why? Because I'm a good person. I didn't. I'm a nice person to everybody. I'm respectful to everybody.
yeah.
So for like so if there was a problem with me, there'd be a problem with me. Same with you. You fucking hang out with your people all the time. All the time you guys are together. If there was beef, there would be beef, and there's none. Like,
And
live
if
in
I
the
have a problem
present.
with anybody, I have picked up my phone, trying to
Yeah.
be as everyone says, mature and grow as they want so badly. Hey, da da da, I did not like what you did, X, Y, and Z. But
Yeah.
then when you do that, then everybody else, because they're on a pedestal, they're allowed to use their platforms and say whatever they want to say
Right.
out here and
Right.
don't get dragged. And then you're like,
Right.
well, what the fuck? Like
The,
that's
the, the
that's the
second
thing
I
I
say,
don't like. That's
right.
what I don't like. I don't like it should all be
All be the same.
equal. All be
Yep.
the same. Like
Yep.
I get we're all not the same. We're all different colors. We're all different people. We're all different
Yeah.
genders and things like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a show, everybody should be the same. Straight
Yeah.
up. Like you can't sit here and just.
And if not, don't be mad if I fucking pop off on you and say something.
I know. That's the crazy part. That's
I
the crazy.
know.
And the thing is that I've been trying my best for the last couple of months, letting people into my life and letting the fans and letting the people see who I
Yeah.
am.
Right.
See that I'm a big teddy bear and I am full of joy. Yes, I'm a bitch. I will
You're the
tell
most
you look a fuck.
joyous person I know, but like you
I
can
would
be
tell you look a
joyous and
mess.
happy.
Bitch, you look a mess. Bitch,
Yeah.
you got on my nerves. That's just who I
You're
am.
still a
Like,
good-hearted person though, you know?
yeah. I did, but that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to let people see who I am because my
Yeah.
friends know who I am. So when I talk to people in my cast or I talk to my friends at home, we talk a certain way, just like, us gays might sit there and throw the F word at each other that we know nobody else gonna say, but I might be like, hey,
Ah.
okay. And you be like, oh, what's up? Mm-hmm. But that's just how we
The
talk.
amount of times I use that word in my real life is insane, but I purposely don't say it online because, you know, people just they
But
don't
that's the same. People are not
understand.
gonna get it. But
They
I'm
don't get
trying.
it.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
My thing is that when I went on to the show, I was like, I'm going to be not filtered because I could have
Yeah.
filtered the fuck. Half of the times I had conversations, I was acting. I don't know what to do. I could have literally put on a whole fucking Broadway show and just acted the
Yes.
whole season. But I didn't do
Yes.
that. I was like, well, I'm going to pretend like these are my friends at home and I'm going to talk just like how I talk. And hopefully America will get me. Some people did, some people didn't. Okay. All right. Oh, all right. Then when I get out the house, I'm like, I guess I can't be myself. I guess myself was a problem. And then I'm just sitting there like days on end, like, let me look at my Twitter today. Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay. That's how I feel. And I'm just sitting there,
Yeah.
just like, okay, well, I
Yeah.
really can't say anything or call you out your fucking name because here it is. And it's like you're not,
But they can.
it's like you're supposed to be a robot. Like you're supposed to
I
sit
know.
there and like, and I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool
Yeah.
at
I
all.
don't think it's cool either.
Yeah.
I see. Are there any? Do you want to answer any questions at all? Like, has anyone said anything?
I mean, there's
Oh
been a
my God.
couple.
Oh, Gamer Bev was in here. Do y'all stand Marie, Ashley, Kayla, and Amanda? So I love Marie, Ashley, and Kayla.
This is where we're gonna disagree though. I'm gonna say this. Are you ready?
Don't do it.
I know you're gonna kill me. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I like Amanda for TV.
She's a horrible person in real life, though.
Okay, wait. I don't know her personally, so I can't talk. I'm not. Look,
I can.
at least on your side. I don't have no part in that. Okay. I'm just saying for TV, I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was here for the reads. Of course, I don't like her and Tori going at it because I like Tori, of course. And I don't like her, I didn't like how her and Michelle had that whole thing. I really didn't like that. But I did like how she got what's his name together because I don't care for him.
Who?
Whoever sit back here with the pirate outfit costume on.
Wait, what?
Emmanuel.
Oh, I like him.
Nah, see, this is where we got to disagree. I didn't care for him in that damn pirate costume. So I was very happy when she got him together because I felt like they held Emmanuel on a pedestal. Here's a pedestal. Remember the pedestal? Unlike how he held, like how they didn't hold the other rookies.
You
I
know
didn't
who's
like it.
held on a pedestal? Amanda.
I
She's
haven't.
allowed to be as crazy and idiotic and toxic as she wants, and nobody cares.
Okay, I don't
So
know. I don't
no,
know her.
it's just like it's just like you said. She's entertaining for TV, but can you imagine having to deal with her? She acts like she's 16 years old. She's a child. I was with Bessie in Florida, right? And apparently, he there was pictures of him and some girl there. Why did Amanda decide to make that about me? Corey, you were with him. Why didn't you tell me? Because it's not my fucking job. And I don't know. I don't like toxic people. She's the one person
I
for my
get it.
entire cast. Well,
I
besides
get it.
Lauren,
I
but
don't know her.
you
I
know,
don't know her. I can only go off as a fan and what I enjoy.
okay.
Like I like some good messy TV. So if
Here's
you
the thing.
can,
I liked her as well before I went to Croatia,
okay,
and
yeah,
I actually liked her coming out of the show. The thing that turned the tables for me
yeah,
was just watching her consistently harass Michelle, and Michelle is the
yeah,
sweetest girl in the world. She's
yeah,
not very confrontational, which is why I stand up for her because, like, you're not going to pick on my friends.
right.
So, I liked Amanda. I didn't have any issues with her. And then, but it is what it is. I like everybody else, though, from my show, they're fine. And
Right.
it is what it is. I don't deal well with people who I feel like are bullies
No, I
because I've seen bullying just do the worst. I've experienced bullying in my life, and it's just you don't need to attack people.
right.
Anyway, like you said, you like her on TV. I guarantee though, if you have to deal with her in real life, it would
Oh
be an
yeah.
issue.
No, of course, and I believe it would be a
Yeah.
different issue for sure. I definitely
Yeah.
see that. That's
It
just
is
a,
what it is
it
though.
is
I don't want
Adam.
to sit here and fucking talk about Amanda. I'm sure somebody's
Adam?
whatever. What's
Hello.
Adam up to? Ew, what is this Trump 2024 question?
I don't. You're gonna get that anyway. That's just how it is. I don't know. So it is what it is. But I think we should continue doing this. I think it's important for people to see that, and I'm trying my best just to talk to all different type of people.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah,
we continue doing it because sometimes I just feel like by myself, where
yeah.
like I'm like no one can relate to me, like no one understands.
Well,
We,
you've always got me, which is why, you and I text and we FaceTime and stuff. But,
yeah,
offline, you can always reach out to me because I feel like we're navigating the same weird,
yeah,
like, reality,
yeah.
and people give us a lot of shit. But, I'm okay with taking it so that someone else doesn't have to. Like,
Right.
whoever ends up on TV after me, whoever, another queer black man on the challenge or 12 Dates to Christmas, whatever they end up doing, if I can take the brunt of the attacks so that they have an easier time, I'm okay with that.
Of course, I would do that for anybody for Big Brother because for
Yeah.
me, for me is that if I can fucking type faster, I would be.
Ah,
Let the fuck like I would be getting people together, but I don't have time. I just don't really have time. So
I have the
I
time. When
be
I'm
able to
at the
get on
gym,
here.
that's the worst for me. When I'm at the gym, I have nothing else to do except be on my phone. That's when I go
Yeah,
off on people.
yeah,
It's an issue. On my
yeah,
rest periods, I'm like, fuck you. Why are you
yeah,
talking to me? I need to just
yeah,
relax.
yeah. We're gonna try. All right, baby. I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you go.
All right. Love
I love
you.
you.
Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I was just like,
Yeah.
man, you showing up helped. So
Let's figure out how we're gonna get Karamo on here because I'll DM him right now on Twitter and be like, "Girl, let's
yeah,
have
maybe
a
we'll do
chat."
a space. Maybe we'll do a space that time. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he does spaces. We'll figure something out.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye, baby. Bye.